afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. This is another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Hope everybody had a wonderful day today. This is my birthday, so I've been kind of chilling today because it's good to do that sometime. And but tomorrow is gonna be Trump's first day at the White House, and it's gonna be 20 what? Let me see how cold it's gonna be tomorrow. 25 degrees, and I'm gonna be out there in it, buddy. I'm gonna be out there in that. I ain't joking. I got my blanket ready. I ain't got no shame wrapping up in no blanket, buddy. No, indeed, none whatsoever. You're gonna be layered. Have my thermals on, everything. But I think that's gonna be a sight to behold. Because thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Be a blessing though. Hit my Cash App up or my Venmo. Hit me up. Send me some money. I appreciate the wishes, but send me some money, man. Could use a little bit. Send me some money. But tomorrow, man, I'm gonna go live. I will go live from the White House to let y'all see exactly what's happening. I'll let you see. I definitely will go live so that you can see exactly what's going on. Because you got a lot of people that were disappointed because everything was moved on the inside, and a lot of the people that had tickets to the inauguration couldn't get into the rally because it was so many people. They couldn't get in the rally. So you're gonna have a lot of disappointed people are gonna be down around that White House tomorrow. And my job is gonna be to go down there and entertain them. I'm gonna go down there and try to soothe some of that sorrow and anger that they might have because things didn't work out the way they thought it would. That's gonna be my role tomorrow. See, that's another thing that you got to be able to see opportunities when they come. And boy, I'm talking about you got families that took time out to come to DC and were disappointed because everything's been moved into the inside. So now that everything has been moved to the inside, you either gonna watch it on television or you're gonna miss it. And they could have stayed home to do that. And they done spent all that money, so a lot of them gonna be trekking down to the White House. And I'm gonna be sitting right there waiting on them, buddy. I'm gonna be sitting right there with some music and the national anthems and waiting on them. I sure am. That's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. His first day, and they got a lot of stations are closed tomorrow because the station that I usually exit out of is closed. One side is closed. The one that's 2 blocks away is still open. So I don't mind the walk. I don't mind at all. The walk ain't gonna hurt me at all. Them extra 2-3 blocks, I get some exercise in. But that's what I'm gonna do. Shit, I'm gonna get up early, man. Get on that bus, get downtown, cause it's gonna be a lot of disappointed people. A lot of disappointed people gonna be down at that White House tomorrow, and I'm gonna see what we can do. Try to ease some of that sorrow, make them dance or do something. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get out there, try to make them dance, or at least feel good about being here. Since you couldn't see nothing, shit, you get a chance to see me. Get a chance to see me. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. And see, you got people that are complaining, and Trump's back in office, but man, that's an opportunity. That's how I look at it. That's an opportunity. Ain't no sense, I mean, he's been voted in. Why you still complaining? Why not figure out, how you can profit from this? What you can do, to make your life better. Instead, because it's gonna be some needs, man. And this is what people don't understand. Anytime you have a situation like this, it's gonna create some needs. So why don't you find a need, a niche that you comfortable with, and try to fill it? Because the easiest thing in the world is to sit back and bitch and moan and groan about him. Man, there's going to be some needs that's going to have to be addressed. Now, you got needs on the positive side, and you got needs on the negative side. What side are you going to be on? See, that's the question. What side are you going to be on? Are you going with the negative, attacking him and his administration, or are you going to try to be some light for everybody to see? Because one thing for certain, you can't guide no people for long with no darkness. Let me say that again. See, one thing is for certain, man. When you negative, you dark. And that'll work for a little while, but after a while, shit, you ain't gonna know where you going. You can't see, you ain't no light. Yeah, hell, if you in darkness and you dark, how somebody gonna see you? You in darkness and you wanna be darkness, how somebody gonna see you? They can only see you if you're light. That's the only way they're going to see you in the darkness. And see, we see the darkness coming. We see it coming. And nobody's trying to get out in front of that to make a difference. It's almost like people got to have, certain people to be the ones that they listen to. They can hear the truth and know it's the truth. But because they don't know the person, they don't want to listen to that. And everything they know that person is saying is true. But because it ain't who they want to hear it from, they won't accept it. And that's reality, man. That's just reality. That's the thing about people. People only want to hear from certain folk. And if them folk ain't saying what they want to hear, they'll dismiss what anybody else is saying. Because they're not familiar with that person. They don't know that person. See? Or they might not be comfortable with that person. Man, the truth is the truth, regardless to who's saying it. And if you can accept the truth, You can accept it from anybody. You know, you can accept it from anybody. So again, I'm just going down and do my part. Whatever little part I can play, as cold as it's gonna be tomorrow, and it's gonna be historic, because it'll be his first day back in the White House, and then you can get a lay of the land to see what to expect, what it's gonna be like for the next 4 years. You know, the last time he was in office, man, they had protests almost every day down at the White House. They had the White House fenced off. They had Lafayette Park fenced off. Because you had protests down there almost every day. Somebody was protesting. You know, there was a girl, I know she gonna be there. Trump is a felon. You know, whatever, I know she gonna be there. You know, I'm surprised that I didn't see her on social media today. But you know, I'm sure she gonna be down there. You know, that Black Lives Matter group is gonna be down there. Unless they done switched up and changed up. You see, so that's what I'm going down to see. What's going on, man? And as cold as it is, like I said, I ain't got no problem wrapping up in my blanket. I got no problems with it. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna be warm. I ain't going down there trying to freeze. I'm going down there to be warm. Okay? And if I got to wrap my blanket around me, so be it, man. Now, let me see if I can find that picture. Cause they had something at the Lincoln Memorial. And it was cold, man. Man, was it cold. I mean, it was cold. Shoot. I was down there with my blanket, man. I had my blanket wrapped around me. I don't care what people be saying. They can say, you look homeless, you know, I'm warm. That's what I can tell you. At least I'm warm. You know, I ain't got to be down here freezing my ass off like y'all. And that's what I'm gonna do. Shoot, I'm going down there. I'm going to be nosy. I'm telling you the truth. I'm just going to be nosy to see what's going on. You know, how they going this is the girl I'm talking about. Okay, this is the girl I'm talking about. She gonna be down there. She gonna be down there. She gonna be down there. She gonna be down there, buddy. Guarantee you. And see, all of them folk that's gonna come out and, you know, be doing their thing. No, man, let me go down there and try to be some light. That's what I want to do. I want to go down there and be some light. You know, to be encouraging, to be different, to stand out. See, you can't stand out being like everybody else. There's no way. There's no way that you can stand out from the crowd when you blending in. Oh man, you remember I told y'all I had this cop that was messing with me in front of. Let me show y'all. I found him. Okay, but I'm not in the park, sir. Watch this here. Watch this. I'm not in the park, sir. Watch this. Okay, but I'm not in the park, sir. Watch this. Wait a minute. Let me let y'all see this. Let me let y'all see this. He tried to be smart. Do you know anything about the superintendent's something, man? Look.
Superintendent's compendium.
Sir, have I did what, sir?
Read the superintendent's compendium.
No, what is that, sir?
About from Lafayette Park.
Okay, but I'm not in the park, sir. I'm not in the park, sir. I'm not in the park. I'm on Pennsylvania Avenue, sir. So as my application on Pennsylvania Avenue has nothing to do with you. None whatsoever, sir. My implication, sir, my implication has nothing to do with you. I'm not in Lafayette Park. Okay, I'm on
Fair
Pennsylvania
enough.
Avenue.
Fair enough. I'll let you go with that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, my man.
But can you just maybe keep it down a little bit so everybody's not. Just why you got it right now. Is that fair?
Well, man, I've been out here 4 years, sir. Nobody has ever, matter of fact, they enjoy my music.
Right.
You're the first officer that came and said that I shouldn't have music pointed at the White House. When every protest come down here, they got their stuff pointed at the White House. Don't nobody say nothing to them.
All right. Well, if you're on the White House sidewalk or on Lafayette Park,
sir, I'm not in.
This is basically.
Sir, I'm not on the sidewalk. I'm not in Lafayette Park.
I told you, fair enough.
I'm in. So can I get an apology?
I apologize, sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that very much. Okay?
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right.
Have a great day.
Thanks.
Oh, boy, that's classic right there. That is classic. All right? That's a classic move. See, if you don't know your rights, man, people can come up and tell you anything when you don't know your rights. And when you know, and say, I ain't got to be belligerent. I ain't got to be upset because I know what he telling me is wrong. And he knew he was wrong. Because if he didn't, he wouldn't have said, I apologize. All right? That's I told you. I got another one up in here somewhere where he came and did the same thing, man. She had to end up apologizing. Sure did. I had another one that came up and tried to do the same thing, but my music was on Pennsylvania Avenue. And it wasn't nothing he could say or do. God diggity dog. I'm glad I found that. I'm trying to find this picture when to show y'all what my blanket it looks like. Nah, that's not the one I want. I got one standing up. But nah, I'm gonna be down there tomorrow, man. I won't miss this. I ain't missing this. I don't care what nobody say, man. I'm getting out of here tomorrow. It can be cold. I don't care how cold it's gonna be. Shoot, I'm gonna be right down there tomorrow. Be right down there in the middle of it. Where is that blanket at? I got so many pictures, man. I can write me a book just with the pictures, just to show people. This guy was Bruce Johnson. He was on Channel 9 for like 20 some odd years, Kappa, and he retired, and he was gonna have a book signing. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Tim. He was gonna have a book signing for a book that he wrote, and ended up having a heart attack and died. And I don't think he had 2 or 3 months after he retired, he died. 2 or 3 months, man. Good dude, man. Good dude. Good dude. Good dude. Here we go. See, and my blanket. That's what I'm gonna be out there with tomorrow with my blanket. I sure am. I'm gonna be out there tomorrow with my blanket. Thank you, Ed. Man, thank you, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Feel good for 72. I really do. I really do. I feel good for 72. You know, you know, some of the stuff that, shoot, I could, when I was younger, you know, I could stand on my head in this bad weather, and it wouldn't even bother me. But you know, as I'm growing older, my body can't take it like I used to. You know, my body is a little more sensitive as I get up in age. You know, so I have to, you know, recognize that and make the adjustment. But when I was younger, boy, street vendor, shoot, I didn't care. Man, I at rain, sleet, shine, and snow. The worse the weather got, the more I was cheering, because the more money I made. The worse the weather was, shit, I ain't care. I made money. I figured out something. You know, they used to have marches that would come to town down at the Washington Monument in the summer, and that sun was beaming down. You know what I would go out there and sell? Big jumbo umbrellas. That's what, because that sun be beating down, boy. You ain't got no mercy. You ain't got no trees. You ain't got no shade. You ain't got nothing. And when they would have a protest in D.C., especially down around the monument, where that sun would be, shit, man, I go out there, umbrellas, who need umbrellas? And sell out, because people needed the umbrellas for the shade. Because it wasn't none. And if you didn't have an umbrella that you could get up under, shit, that sun gonna beat your ass down. Gonna beat you down, buddy. You know, so I tell these young boys, man, y'all be out there trying to sell what? Man, go sell some umbrellas. That sun beating down 90, 100 degrees, and they ain't got nowhere to run. Shit, that's the time you sell some umbrellas, buddy. In the sun. Forget the rain. I'm going down there and sell some umbrellas in the sun, because they ain't got nowhere to hide. At least they get up under that umbrella, man. They got a little bit of shade, and sell out. Because all I need is 1 or 2 people to come up. I want an umbrella. Shoot, everybody gonna be like, man, let me get one of them. Everybody, because people are conditioned to do what they see other folk do. See, they ain't gonna be. You know, most folk are followers, man. Most people are followers. The Commanders gonna be playing Philly for the Super Bowl. If you got some money, put it on the Commanders. If you're gonna bet on the game, bet on that Jaden Daniels boy, because they gonna wear Philly out, and they ain't got to. And they ain't got to go far either. Oh yeah, they gonna wear Philly out, man. Now Philly can't win that game. I'm sorry, but the Commanders are going to the Super Bowl. You know, they going to the Super Bowl. They definitely going. That boy ain't nothing but the truth, for real. But no, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, man. I'm looking forward to it, because I know that you're gonna have a lot of frustrated people. You're gonna have a lot of angry people. that are going to be coming down to the White House because everything has been canceled and they done spent all that money, you know, and they don't feel good about it. So they're gonna be coming down to voice their displeasure, and then you're gonna have the other side of the coin where they're gonna be coming down protesting because he is coming back. So I'll be right in the middle of it, man. That's what I want to do. I'm going to get right in the middle of them. Yes, I am. And ain't scared either. I'm going to get right in the middle of them with my music and just sit there and just have me a ball. Got my microphone and talk. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to do that. That's exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. And like I said, I don't care how cold it is. You know? I don't care how cold it is. I'm going to be down there in it. I'm going to be right there. Tanya! Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be right down there in it. It's for real. I'll be right there, but I wouldn't miss that. His first day too? Oh, no. You know, and then Tuesday, it's gonna be 23, and then 21 on Wednesday. I'll pass them 2 days up. I'll be right here in this hotel with y'all, going live Tuesday and Wednesday. But his first day, I'll take 23. I'll take that with the sun shining too. I'll take that. I'll take that. But Tuesday and Wednesday, I'll be sitting up here. Thursday's gonna be 32. Friday's gonna be 37. Saturday gonna be 40, and Sunday will be 42, and Monday will be 43. So it's getting back to normal. And that's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna go down there and go live. Okay. What? You in Idaho? I didn't know you were in Idaho. Well, I think you was in California. You in Idaho. Wow. 18 degrees. Wow. That's cold. That's cold. I don't know why I thought you was in California. Now, why I thought you was in California. You're in Idaho. But that must be an interesting place to be. Gotta be an interesting place. Interesting state. Gotta be interesting. But, you know, there's some places like New York, LA, Chicago, San Francisco maybe, Las Vegas. 50 years. Tanya, you ain't that old. Man, I've been in D.C. 50 years. Girl, you ain't that old. You sure don't look that old. Good gracious. I'm thinking you in your 30s. Wait a minute. Let me go back and look at this picture again. Let me go back and look at this picture again. 50 years. That's how long I've been in D.C. 50 years. In March. It'll be 50 years for me. It sure will. Girl, hey man. Look at this picture again. Let me go to your channel. Girl, you look like every bit of 40, 45, 40 maybe. I would say 40 maybe. Yeah. Time has treated you well, Tanya. Time has treated you well. Okay. 50 years. That's how long I've been in D.C. 50 years. It's gonna be cold. Hey, Steve, man, how you doing? Happy New Year, brother. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold. It's definitely gonna be cold. It certainly is. And like I said, I got my blanket. I ain't got no problem with going down there and putting my blanket over my shoulders or across my legs and stay warm. I used to have a little butane heater that I would take with me, but that's in storage, so I don't feel like going get that. But I would take my butane heater, man. Uh, yeah, I'm going out there tomorrow. Sure, yes, sir. Absolutely, absolutely. His first day, yes, sir. I'm gonna be right there. I ain't gonna miss that first day, man. I ain't gonna miss that first day because you got too many people in town that's disappointed. There are too many people that spent a whole bunch of money for nothing. And they rightfully so. They should be upset. Yeah, they should be upset. You know, they should be upset. But see, that those are the ones I'm going down there to try to soothe them. That's who I'm going. See, that's a need. That's how I look at it. You got this many people in town that yes, they have the rally down there right now. Today my birthday. I'm not going down there fooling with them clowns. You know, it's my birthday, man. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna enjoy it. Let me sit up in here and just chill. It's my birthday today. If it wasn't my birthday, I probably would have been down there with him. But no, this is my birthday today. I ain't going down there fooling with them clowns, man. I'm gonna stay right up here in this hotel. I'll be out there with him tomorrow, though. Sure will. I'll be out there with him tomorrow. Yes, I will. So that's how I'm dealing with that because I know it's a bunch of disappointed people. Thank you, Steve. I know it's a bunch of disappointed people. That oh wow, man, you faithful with that $10, brother. You faithful with that. Thank you, brother. You faithful, man. I appreciate that, brother. I sure do. I appreciate that. Y'all hear that Cash App, boy. So a lot of y'all need to make that Cash App. Ching ching. Let me send you a response right now. Um, but yeah, no, man. I'm gonna be in the mix because you know, and see, quiet is kept. Um, if it was up to him, he wouldn't leave the White House when his term is up. If it was up to him, he wouldn't go nowhere. He'd stay right here. For real. So I'm just because you got so many people in town that are disappointed and I want to go down there and see what kind of security, what they gonna do in front of the White House. How they gonna be? Are they gonna let us have access or are we gonna be denied? You know, are they expecting a bunch of protests? And see, and this is the mistake that, you know, when it come down to events like this, a lot of people don't go and try to get a feel for the lay of the land. You know, they want to wait till the last minute. Uh, Man, they set up all that stuff, man, and it was for nothing. All those viewing stands they did and bleachers that they put in was for nothing. Even the district, DC, build a viewing stand on Pennsylvania Avenue in front of the district building for nothing. Money wasted. Money wasted. I sure would love to have had that contract. I ain't lying. I would love to have that contract. And as a matter of fact, when because I know the lady that's in charge of the construction in front of the White House, I called her. I said, Amy. She said, who is this? I say, it's your favorite person that you always messing with me, Amy. I said, but is the parade canceled? She said, Don, everything is canceled. They moving everything on the inside. And when she told me that was when I got on live and started telling people, listen, everything has been canceled. Okay, they moving everything on the inside, and that's gonna be quite interesting, boy. You talk about some tight security. It's gonna be, and see, uh, they gonna have the parade at the Capital One Arena again tomorrow. That's where the parade gonna be, on the inside. And so now we got to see, and it's gonna be tight as Dick's hat band around Capital One. You ain't gonna be able to just waltz up in there and do what you want to do. It's gonna be, security is gonna be tight. And see, and you gonna see Secret Service agents gonna be out with their M16s. Okay, they gonna have their rifles tomorrow when they gonna be around there. This is not the time to come to DC and act a fool. Okay, this is not the time that you want to come to DC and think you want to act a fool, because you're gonna get your feelings hurt. You're gonna get your feelings hurt, buddy. You coming up in here acting crazy, oh, they got something for you. They got something for you. And I tell anybody, man, don't come up in here with acting crazy, because shoot, boy, they put you, look at them people. They got some people that's been in DC jail since January the 6th, 2020, and ain't never seen a judge. And them jokers still, can you imagine, ain't never had a trial, and they still in jail. Still in jail. Done lost everything. And see, and that's the thing about that court system. See, they can tie you up, boy. You ain't got no money for no good lawyer. Shoot, you on their time. You on their time. And you got some people, and you done lost everything. Your job, your housing, everything gone. What you got to go back to? And then you talking about you gonna sue them? Shit, you got to get in line. Pam, what's going on? Happy New Year to you. You got to get in line. You think you the only one the government done screwed over? Shit, you got to get in line behind the rest of these people that's been screwed over. And if you ain't got no money to get no lawyer, ain't nobody, I don't care how good your case look. They ain't trying to fool with you. You know? They ain't trying to fool with you. And you ain't got no money to give them? Shit, you short, buddy. You short. It's just that simple. And that's how that court system works. See, money makes that thing move. And if you ain't got no money, shoot, you might as well get in line, man. Because you're going to get screwed over. Because you ain't got nobody to represent you that know the system. See, that's why they say that anybody that represent themselves got a fool for a lawyer. Why? Because, see, when you go before that judge and they see that you're paying somebody to represent you, then they're a little bit more. You go up in there trying to, unless you really keen on your shit, man, they don't, no, you need to pay somebody. They got a student loan to take care of. That's why when it comes down to a public defender only gonna do enough to justify being paid by the court. And if you ain't got no money to give that public, shit, they ain't gonna, it just ain't but so much work they gonna do for you. It's just so much work because they in there to pay off a student loan. That's all they trying to do and keep their head above water. That's all they trying to do. Pay off a student loan and keep their head above water. That's what a public defender is for. You know, and some of them have 10 and 12 cases at a time. And they ain't got time to be trying to, deal. And I don't know how much the court pays a public defender, but it ain't much. And see, and those are the people that don't have the courage to go out and start their own law firm. So they'll come in and let the court assign them some work. Because they ain't got the fortitude to start their own. They don't have that kind of confidence. So they work for the court. That's how that goes. And it ain't but so much work they gonna do. Ain't but so much work they gonna do, man. So now I'll be down there tomorrow, y'all. I'll be right there. I sure will. I'll be right there. I'm gonna be right there, and I'm gonna go live. I'll let y'all see. It's gonna be cold. I'll go live. I'll go live and let you see exactly what's going on at the White House tomorrow. I'll let you see. But I can tell you this, it's going to be a lot of hurt folk in D.C. tomorrow. Because everything that they came here for has been canceled. And it's a lot of hurt people, man. It's a lot of hurt people right now in D.C. and they done spent the money too. And these hotels have been raking them over the coals. See, that's the thing about this go round. These hotels in D.C., shit, they wasn't cheap, buddy. All that's gonna be inside. All that's gonna be inside. All that, his swearing in, when he takes the oath and whatever speech he doing that, and only the senators and their spouses, senators in Congress, they're the only ones that are going to be allowed to attend. Okay, that's the only ones that are going to be allowed to attend, and their spouses. All right? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, and they got a lot of closures in town, man. They got a lot of closures. They got a lot of fences up. DC is prepared. See, this is what people don't understand. Now, if you come downtown DC, and especially if you're in a car, and you know who taught them this? The sniper, the DC sniper. She would have been upset. She would have been upset, Seth. I'm seriously. She'd be better off at home because she's gonna have to watch it on TV anyway. But when they had the DC sniper, and that dude would attack somebody, and they get out on the beltway, man. The state police would get out on the beltway and stop all the traffic. See, just stop the traffic and make all the traffic back up. So once they had strategic points when they stop, I'm talking about the entire beltway, they just stopped the traffic or slowed it down so that they can try to get and find out where this person was or who it was. And see, and if you come downtown DC and you try to do something and think all they gonna do is just block the street. Where you gonna go? And most of the time you ain't familiar with the city anyway. You can't run through no alleys because we ain't got alleys like that. So if they cut off, because if you notice, 17th Street that run past the White House is a one-way. 8th Street that run past Lafayette Park one way. Okay? Well, when you get to 15th and 14th Street, those are two ways, but they're not wide streets. So you can block them off real easy. Where you gonna go? You come up in here thinking you gonna do something and get away? Shit, they got your ass trapped, buddy. They got you trapped. You trapped and don't even know it. You try, because all they gotta do is block the traffic up. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? And the DC sniper taught them that. And that's what they do now. Somebody come down there to try to do some shit. All of a sudden you see Secret Service. No, they gonna block the streets, man. And where you gonna go? How you gonna get away? You get out your car and run, they still gonna catch you because they got bicycles. They still gonna catch you. So this is not the time to come up in this ain't the time to come up in DC want to be stupid. I'm telling you, this ain't the time. This is not the time, buddy. This is not the time. And I tell people, you know, you got people come down there, man, like dudes would come down there with sign, fuck Joe Biden. I said, man, they gonna follow you wherever you going. They'll have you on camera for it to know, and will know by the time you get back to where you are, they'll know everything about you. And shit, a dog named, she talking about you would have to know the tunnel system. Man, you crazy. How you gonna get to the tunnel? How you gonna get there? How you gonna get there? Yeah. The tunnels in the DC are private. They are private. Okay? You ain't gonna, you don't even know where them tunnel systems are, man. You wouldn't have a clue as to where the entrances are because a lot of the tunnels lead right to buildings that you got to, your access is from a building. And if you ain't got no ID to get in, you sure. So how you gonna get in it? This ain't New York or LA. This is Washington, D.C. And we landlocked. We landlocked. See, that's another thing. We landlocked, man. We ain't spread out all over the. Well, we are 10 by about 100 square miles, probably about 60-something square miles now. It's all DC is. So you ain't gonna, no, man. You come up in here thinking you're gonna be able to, you ain't getting away with nothing. And everywhere down there is on camera. You know? Everywhere down there is on camera. I don't care where you go, it's on camera. Okay? They shut it down quick, man. Shut it down quick. See, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. The Capitol, and this is just my assessment, the Capitol and the White House are the two places in Washington, D.C. where white men are profiled. Just my assessment. Okay? Let a good old boy with some out-of-state tags and a pickup truck drive too many times around the White House. They stopping him. What you looking for? What you doing? Because he the one gonna get out and start shooting. They profile. I'm telling you, white men at the White House and the Capitol, they profiled him, buddy. They profiled him. I guarantee you, they are profiled. Because I done seen too many of them good old boys with them long beards walk by Secret Service, and Secret Service pretend like they ain't looking, but as soon as they pass, shit, they on their microphone. They on their mic. They on their mic. They talking to somebody, and it ain't and see, and I know from firsthand experience that they got a hellified camera system down there, because a guy stole my bucket one time, and wherever he went, shit, they went right to him. They went on camera and got him, and wherever he was, they went and got him. They got him. They followed him on camera, and I'm telling you that it's sophisticated, man. It ain't no joke down there. You know, I had when I was on Periscope, I had this guy, man. He would leave me all kinds of crazy messages about what he wished Joe Biden would die, and how he would sexually molest Kamala Harris and shit. And man, I took him to Secret Service. I said, man, y'all need to listen to this, because I'm tired of this guy leaving me these messages. They say, well, do you know him? I said, no, I don't. I don't know him. I just met him online. Okay? And they said, well, we need to call and have you talk to some agents. And, you know, guy said, just wait here. Somebody gonna come. So 2 guys in a black car pulled up. One of them went and talked to the Secret Service agent that I would talk to. And the other one came talk to me and say, you know, how you know this guy? I said, man, I just, I meet him online. I say, I have Truth Conductor is my brand. I'm online, and that's how I met him. He leave me all these messages, right? And he said, okay, well, you know, and then the 2 agents conferred with themselves, and he came back. He said, well, listen, we got your information, and if something else should come up, don't hesitate to let us know. Okay? And I said, fine. And about 2 weeks later, my daughter called me up, Daddy, what the hell are you into now? I said, girl, what you talking about? She said, I just got off the phone with Secret Service, and they never asked me anything about my children. Never, didn't ask me nothing about nobody. But they found my daughter and asked her, had I ever had expressed any intent about harming the president? Honest to God. And then after that, the guy used to leave me so many messages, he would block his number. One time, he didn't block his number and left me a long message. And I kept wondering, who is this long message from? And listen, I said, here the motherfucker is. And I went back and told him, the guy here's his number. And man, I haven't heard from that guy since. Because he would brag about, oh, they can't do nothing to me. I'm in Canada or some old bullshit. Shit, I ain't heard nothing else from him. I ain't heard nothing. Once I gave them his number, I ain't heard nothing else from him. Okay? No, it wasn't him. No, it wasn't conservative atheist. No, it wasn't him. Oh, he dead. Somebody told me he done died. Okay? Somebody told me conservative atheist back in March or April of this year. He died. Said he died of cancer. Sure did. And somebody just told me that, or I think about December last year. Might have been the first of this month. Yeah, that's the second time I'd heard that he dead. Yep, that's the first time I heard that he died. He died of cancer. Sure did. Because I've been trying to find him online. I can't find him online nowhere. Because I didn't believe it. And he sure ain't broadcasting nowhere. And he used to stay online all the time. And I don't know. So he must be dead. Must be dead. Ain't gonna get no sympathy out of me, though. I ain't got no sympathy for him. I ain't got no sympathy for him. Everybody talking about they gonna screw my dead mama. I ain't got no sympathy for you. No, indeed. So, but no, man, I'm gonna be down there tomorrow though. I'm definitely gonna be there tomorrow. I ain't lying. I'm gonna be right there because it's so many disappointed Trump supporters in town. It ain't funny. I mean, they heartbroken too, boy, because they was coming in here to cut up. I ain't lying. A lot of them Trump supporters was coming here, man. They was gonna turn DC out. They was coming in here to turn DC out, and everything got canceled. Even I was online, and one of the girls that I follow, she was down at the thing. She said it was so many of them they couldn't get in, so they left all kind of trash around Capital One Arena when they left. So they just trashed the whole place. So full of trash. So I'm like, okay, all right, all right. Anyway, man, Baltimore and Buffalo is on, man. So, the Commanders gonna be playing the Eagles. I'm telling you, I hope they beat the shit out of Philadelphia. I really do. I want to see the Commanders beat the shit out of Philadelphia. I really do, because they some that's one of the nastiest towns you can. The people from Philly are nasty as hell. I hope they don't go to the Super Bowl. Cause I mean, they got some. You talking about a team with some nasty fans. That Philadelphia, man. I hope they don't. I hope they don't. I sure hope they don't. I don't want to see them there. But wouldn't that be something if it be a Beltway Super Bowl between Baltimore and DC? Shit. Whoo, boy. Would that be, man? If it ends up being a Beltway Super Bowl between Baltimore and DC, oh my goodness. You talking about a classic. Man, that'll be a classic. And they going back to where that boy went to school, back in New Orleans. He going back home. But I keep telling y'all, man, 2025 is gonna be one hell of a year. 2025 is gonna be like no other for a lot of people. This is the year that a lot of dreams are gonna come true, man. People that's been working on stuff and trying to make stuff happen, this is gonna be the year of their breakthrough, 2025, because this is the year 9, the year of completion. 9 is the number of completion. Last year was the year of 8, new beginnings. 9 is the year of completion. 7 is the year of perfection. Okay? But 9 is the number of completion. And this is going to be a great year. And I'm 72 in the year of 9. 7 plus 2 is 9. So my age come up 9 in the year of 9. I got 9 people. I got 9 people up in here watching me. Shit, 9 is my number, boy. 9 is my number. 9. I was born on the 19th. Yeah, 9 is my number, man. 9 is my number. So I'm looking forward to some good things happening. I am. I'm looking forward to some good things happening. It's just that, Seth, listen, Seth. Maybe you're trying too hard, man. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you need to step back and let it flow organically. Cause, and that's what I've come to realize about this message. You know, um, maybe you're trying too hard. Okay, maybe there's a such thing, man. Cause when you try so hard, see, you're gonna push things away. You're gonna push it away from you, cause you're trying so hard. You know, and see, and let me tell you something. You know, this is the time when what you're doing ain't working. Man, this is the time to create something else. Because, see, when you start creating something else, you're going to take that disappointment off your mind. Because you're being proactive now. You're creating something. But as long as you ain't creating something, see, you can look at that disappointment and it starts eating at you. So to avoid that, create something else, man. Keep your mind busy. Keep your mind busy. Because whatever you got working, it's working. You already completed it. So create something else. Create another stream of income, man. That'd be my advice to you. Okay? Well, you know, um, see, my advice to you would be um, find you something else. Okay? Because that market has been saturated. See, you jumping off into a market that's already saturated with Trump stuff. It's already saturated. Why don't you come up with another idea that ain't nobody doing? See, you jumping into, the ocean where it's already full of people. There are plenty of people. Man, I don't care where you turn, you're gonna find some Trump stuff. But shit, ask God to show you another idea that somebody ain't doing. Show you something else that somebody ain't doing. You know? It's just that simple, man. Because when you wanna jump in that pool, you don't stand out. You're not gonna stand out because there's too many people with Trump stuff. So what's different about you? Okay. Well. Again, you don't think ain't nobody selling some custom Trump stuff? Think about it. You think some people ain't out there already selling some? It's saturated, man. I'm telling you, and I'm a street vendor, former street vendor, and I said I had T-shirts too. Man, let me show you. Let me show you something. So y'all won't think I be talking off the top of my head. Let me show you. Let me show you something. Um, I've created about 4 different T-shirts myself, but they were all kind of with a spiritual theme to them. Okay, the T-shirts that I created. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you. This is the last one that I created. Where you at? Where you at? Cause when I first left my job, when I got fired from my job, man, that's what I turned to a T-shirt business. Um, Faith confession tees. Let me find a T-shirt. I got some in here. I got so many pictures, man. Where my T's at? And I used to, and what I did was, that was before I still have my black and white on and wear one of my t-shirts over my white shirt. And my wife would be like, honey, why you do that? Why you do that? Uh, and I had a t-shirt when I was on Periscope, no bullshit zone. You know, I had that t-shirt and I had it on the wall behind me, and I was Skyping to my wife and forgot the t-shirt was on the wall. And she was like, honey, what's that on the wall? I'm like, what you talking about? And I'm kind of about, she said, that t-shirt. And I had to move my head and let her see it. She said, you know, that's not nice. Take that down. You know, that's what my wife told me. But and see, and let me tell y'all, you get a t-shirt idea, just put .com on the back of it and see if it's available. See, here you go. Here you go. There was some of my t-shirts right there. Just pray first. Yeah, I ran for mayor. I ran for mayor against Marion Barry. Just see when I got, I used to, this is what I used to do when shoot. I ain't have no shame to my game, man. When it came to trying to hustle in DC, shit, I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared because, you know, I knew street vending from the back of my hand. I could go out and be a vendor. That I could today. I told some of them boys, I am the original ice water man. I started ice water, people selling ice water in DC. I started that. I was the first one to start selling ice water in Washington, DC. And it caught on. And now, and I tell some of them young boys, I said, man, shit, I put you out of business. I put you out of business. If I went right now and got some ice, start selling some ice, I would put you out of business. Straight up. I put them out of business, man, because they don't know how to make money. They be trying to gouge people. I didn't gouge nobody. Okay. Here we go. And let me show you. I'm close to it now. I'm close to it. Show y'all how I used to. Now I'm in the transportation business, but I was advertising. See, look, I was advertising my t-shirts. Never count God out. That's my Sprinter in the background. That's my Sprinter in the background, man. That was my Sprinter. Sure did, man. Never count God out. And that's what I would do, man. I would get out here and just hustle. And when business, see, let me show you. Look, I'm standing there advertising my tours, but I got my t-shirt on too. Okay? That's what you got to do, man. You know, and see, and this is the thing, Seth. You can't, man, embrace. Look, that hot pink. Okay, I got my tour business. Listen, let me show you. I'm advertising my tour business and my t-shirt business. Okay, this is mine. It's my idea. And see, you see my white shirt? You see I got that over a white shirt? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. You can't play with this thing. If you're gonna do it, do it. And see, and here's the thing. You can be ahead of your time. But whatever you do, man, don't jump, don't follow the crowd. See, because it don't take it, you're not stretching your creativity to come up with some Trump stuff, because everybody got it. So your creativity is not being challenged. Because that you can Google Trump merchandise and see all kinds of Trump merchandise. Now you're gonna put yours in there and you're gonna get lost. Because you got so much Trump merchandise that is available. So, but what is it that ain't a whole lot of people in? That's what you need to be looking for. Okay, if you in the t-shirt business, man, you need to be trying to do something that you ain't got a whole bunch of competition. And when you jump off in that Trump stuff, shit, you got competition out the yang yang. China done made more money off Trump than any American has, because most of the stuff you see Trump is made in China. Okay? Well, see now, see, Seth, let me tell you something. That might be where you're making a mistake. Cause see, all AI gonna do is dumb you down. You ain't using your creativity working with AI. Not at all. You ain't using your creativity with AI doing nothing for you. That God ain't coming through no AI to you. God gonna come to you through your intuition. And when you start using AI, man, all you doing is dumbing yourself down. That's all you doing, dumbing yourself down. That's all you doing. Okay? That's all AI is going to do is dumb you down, because it's doing all the work. And you ain't got to use your creativity. But see, what God be wanting you to do ain't coming through AI. It's going to come to you in your head. And you got to be in tune to that. But if you using AI, all you're going to do is dumb yourself down, man. That's all you're going to do. And wondering why it ain't working, because you ain't using your creativity. You're actually cheating the system, because something else is doing the work. You ain't doing it. That creativity ain't coming from you. Man, see what's in your head. Forget AI. See what's in your head, man. Stay away from that AI, because that's just going to dumb you down. That's all it's going to do. You know, and just like anything else, you become dependent on it. You become dependent because you don't have to think. You don't have to use no brain cells. Stay away from that. Okay? Do something that's going to challenge you, that's going to stimulate your creativity. And maybe that's why your stuff ain't working, because it ain't generated from you. See, when if an idea, Seth, is not growing in your mind, it's dead. Let me say that again. If an idea is not growing in your mind, it's dead. See, anything from AI ain't gonna grow in your mind, because it's coming from another source. That's not your idea. It's not your idea. But when an idea comes to you, see, it's gonna show you different phases of it, different expression. That's how you know it's growing, because you'll start seeing different expressions of it. It's growing. And if you don't start seeing different expressions of it, it's dead. It ain't for you. Okay? It ain't for you. And that's what you got to realize. You know, that's what you're gonna have to realize. No, man, start using your creativity. See, that's why you don't see, when an idea come to you and you embrace it. That's why the anointing is with you. Somebody else can steal it, but they can't steal the anointing of the idea, because the anointing is going to stay with you. It ain't going to go with nobody who stole it. It's going to stay with you. And what they stole might end up destroying them. Okay? It might destroy them. So don't get to, no. Stick with your ideas, man. And get away from the AI, because that ain't developing you at all. That ain't developing your creativity. And see, and you probably got some hellified ideas, but you don't trust yourself. And that's what you're going to have to learn how to do. Man, trust yourself. And if you never make a mistake, Seth, you ain't going to never learn nothing. Okay? It's just that simple. If you don't never make no mistakes developing your idea, you ain't going to learn nothing, man. You ain't going to learn a thing. You ain't going to learn nothing. Okay? All right, so that's my little, from my little experience that I've had with t-shirts. Okay, because the idea come to me, first thing I'm gonna do is that's how I got True Conductor. Man, the idea came to me. I was really missing my wife, man. And we had a park that we used to go sit and talk in. And I went to this same spot where we would sit and talk. And I was missing that girl. January 2020. January the 1st, 2020. And all I heard was Truth Conductor. And see, people used to tell me I look like a conductor. So when I heard Truth Conductor, I was like, whoa. That was just my reaction. In my car, I was like, whoa. And I picked my phone up. I said, man, let me see if that domain name was available. It was, and I bought it. And see, and this is another thing about ideas. When ideas come to you, if it's for you, the definition ain't far behind. Let me say that again. See, when an idea comes to you, if it's back, I'll be back.